Welcome, welcome, welcome to this Sunday service. I'm so delighted. I have someone with us today, one of our regular people, Tanya Dorsey. She's in Taiwan. Praise God for technology. How wonderful. And people I see joining on Facebook, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming, no matter what time it is that you're coming. So, as we start everything, we begin with a prayer this morning. It is a prayer of thanksgiving. It is a prayer of peace, prayer of harmony, a prayer of recognition of one power and presence that is God, that is all it is. No matter what we call it, how we think about that which is divine, doesn't mind what we call it. We call it, we call upon it. We live in it. We give thanks for it. This holy presence, this wondrous spirit, this Father, Mother, God. We give thanks for this day and for this life and for this breath and for this way of life, for this service and for spiritual communities everywhere. We give thanks that God is more than anything that may appear, that is out of alignment with truth or with love. Love is and truth is, and we are here one with all that is. Blessing everybody who comes to participate at any time in any way, knowing that love is everywhere. We welcome it. We align ourselves with it. We attune ourselves with it, and we allow it to have its way through and as this service and through and as this life. And for this and for so much more than words can say, we just allow it to be so and simply say, and so it is. Amen. Ah. And thank you so much for being here. Just rounding up everything. um, I have a wonderful reading to share with you this morning. It's called Please Lose Your Mind. And this is written by Kinshaka Ali, who is a practitioner and a friend of mine and a friend of yours. I know I share his readings quite often. He starts off with a quote by Fritz Perls that says, "Lose your mind and come to your senses." And a second quote by Rinoko Rashidi, "What you do for yourself depends on what you think of yourself. And what you think of yourself depends on what you know of yourself. And what you know of yourself depends on what you've been told." Well, our focus this morning is to change that and to begin to know something of ourselves that hasn't been told to us, but to know the absolute truth of ourselves. And so this is the reading, Please Lose Your Mind by Kinshaka Ali. He says, there's something mystical that's happening right now. It's simultaneously grounding us deep in the earth's roots while exalting us beyond the stars. It's plunging us into the depths of our physical beings while catapulting us into vast regions of our inherent infinitude. Everything and nothing at once. It's sending cosmic goosebumps down our spines and causing our hairs to stand in electromagnetic charges of recognition and realization. It is causing us to lose our minds. And lose our minds we must, our wonderful minds, understood to be great servants, but terrible masters, which must now be laid to rest so that we can gain our senses and come to the absolute truth about ourselves. This earth journey has served us well, and we have orchestrated the perfect worldly conditions to bring us to this moment of powerful redemption. We know what we've been told through our histories, our legacies, our cultures, and our families. When we lose our minds through the sacred art of meditation, we can gain another sense of dynamic knowing. Such knowing brings a powerful peace, freedom, and clarity, causing spontaneous bursts of unremitting bliss, even through the raging storms. Even now, especially now. So, if we do nothing else for ourselves during this time, let us increase our sacred meditation to lose our minds and come to our senses. As the fears and limiting thoughts fade, what we come to know about ourselves radiates more powerfully from our hearts than from our heads. And oh, our lifted hearts will wash us in glorious love and gratitude beyond what words could ever describe. Kanshaka's affirmation is, I lose my mind to unleash my heart and access its infinite grace, which frees my immortal soul. And so it is. And so it is that we can lose our minds to come to our senses, more like quieting our minds, because it is a good servant, this mind. But when it's running the show, we can get into all kinds of trouble. And you are aware of it all the time with people losing their minds to say things that aren't true, to be in judgment, to lash out at other people, all of these things that are going on all around us. And yet there is this presence that is expressing itself through and as us as we allow it. The truth about who we are resonates, radiates from our hearts. And our minds can cooperate with our desire to let our hearts show the way. So last week I did a workshop, and many of you know, a workshop on meditation at an event that I attended, and my intention was to broadcast it via Zoom and Facebook, but we had technical difficulties, so many little things to handle, and so the sound didn't come out. So I just took it off. Most of this, all the services just stay on Facebook, but there was no need to leave it because nobody could hear it. The only people that could hear it were the wonderful people that were in the circle with me. And so I thought, because I had announced that I was going to do the workshop on meditation, that I would offer this opportunity and for people to participate, because the feedback that I got was that people were very interested, and they, in the sharing, learned some very clarifying things, some very helpful things during the practice. And so, you know, if you meditate all the time, this will just be an additional delight for you. If you are new to it, then I just welcome you to it, and it will be a kind of a gentle introduction to it. The first part, beginning setting it up, and there's a part where we could just stop and just be quiet, but I'm going to share another step that we can take once we get in that meditative space to share a guided meditation with you. And in a guided meditation, there's nothing for you to do except just listen and to be aware of who you are and where you are as you're listening. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no way to, celebrate because you have a lot of things going on, a lot of bells and whistles. Whatever it is, however you respond is a perfect response for you. But I mentioned a way to absolve or dissolve or resolve challenges and problems, things that you're ready to let go of. And that is what the guided meditation is going to be offering. So if I'm asking you to feel something or to shift something, and you haven't done that before and it feels a little strange, then just pretend that you're doing it. Just imagine that you're doing it, because imagining is very close to realizing that when you imagine you can do something, you start to realize that you can actually do it. And so that is the invitation for today. Sometimes I know sometimes people are doing things during this service. A lot of times people are in their car, or they're maybe making breakfast, or they're handling some other things kind of while you're listening. But I'm just inviting you, just for this time, um, carve out some space, just some quiet place where you're not doing anything else, like for maybe like 20 or so minutes, so that you can actually attend to the guided meditation. I'd also invite you to just have a piece of paper or a pad you can write on, something that you can write with, because at the end of the meditation, I'll be inviting you, if you'd like to make notes or draw something or write down something that you want to remember. So as a way of setting the tone, I have a beautiful piece by an a cappella group that's called The Beautiful Chorus, a group of women that sing a cappella. And this is a piece that's called Inner Peace. And they sing, it's kind of like a chant, or the words are very, very simple. The words are, please let me feel inner peace from my center, at the center of me. My heart is open. I am aware. In me, there's a knowing of love, love, love. That's all, just over and over. In this particular rendition of the song, there's a visualization. There are shapes and things that occur. And so it's a video. You might want to look at it, or you might want to just close your eyes. The visualization, the changing shapes, might enhance the experience for you, or it might be a distraction from actually feeling the sound. So I would like for you to just make yourself comfortable. You can be sitting, you can be lying down, but the only thing about lying down is that you may be more encouraged to fall asleep, and you may fall asleep sitting up. I've done that in a meditation, but the most important thing is to let yourself be available, especially if you're sitting up, that your arms and your legs aren't crossed, so that your body can just be relaxed and freely flow. So let me invite you into the video. Let's see. All right. It was right here, and now it has disappeared. So I'm going to just call it forth again. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I think that I am not going to do that because I'm not finding it, and there must be a reason that I'm not finding it. So let me just check my. All right, here we are. I'm going to invite you just to relax, to let go, to bring your attention to your breathing, to let your breathing be deep and soft, to close your eyes and intend to relax and to let go, to move into this silence, into this space, and to do what we call deep abdominal breathing, which is being aware of your breathing, not being up in your chest or in your neck, but in your abdomen, in the area where your stomach is. And if you would imagine your abdomen being something like a balloon that's not blown up. And when you breathe in, you imagine that this balloon is filling up with air, that you're breathing air into the balloon. And as you breathe out, you imagine all the air coming out of the balloon and the balloon going flat again. So if your hands were on your stomach, as you breathe in, you would feel your stomach or your abdomen getting big and pressing against your hands. And as you breathe out, you would feel the balloon of your stomach receding and getting small again. And if you would just think of deep abdominal breathing, deep in the middle and the center of your body and out of your shoulders and your neck. And at any pace, it just feels deep and soft and easy, effortless. Actually, what you're doing as you bring your loving attention to it is you're breathing the breath of God, which you are always doing, but now you are aware that you are breathing the breath of God and that the breath of God is breathing you. And as you continue breathing, imagine that there is a grounding cord from the bottom of your spine. It's a cord that goes all the way down to the center of the earth. And the center of the earth is a huge magnet, and the grounding cord attaches from the bottom of your spine to the center of the earth, and it holds you there fast and safe. And you receive healing earth energy. And then as you continue to breathe in a very relaxed way and your grounding cord is in place, think of the top of your head, the crown of your head, and imagine that you are extending the crown of your head all the way up to the center of the heavens. And you receive divine loving energy. And this energy flows through you uninterrupted, evenly distributed, perfectly balanced, head to toe, from within to without. Healing energy, light and love. And it flows through you, and you are filled with this light. You are rooted in the spirit, and you're only here for the divine. You're only here for your idea of the divine. God, Father, Mother, Sister, Brother, Spirit, life, love, nature, beauty. And as you continue to relax and to breathe and to be aware that the energy is flowing, just scan your body, your physical body, with your mind's eye, meaning just be aware of it from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. And be aware that there's a current, there's a flow, there's movement of light and energy and love. And if there's any place or space in your body or on your body that feels a little tight, a little closed, a little stiff, a little irritated, just breathe and allow light to flow through, and allow whatever that circumstance or situation is, just allow it to melt into nothingness, or allow it to evaporate, allow it to dissipate, allow it to disappear. And just be aware of the flow and the ease of your breathing and your breath. Imagine or be aware that you're surrounded by a love intelligence that recognizes you as its own. And that you can lean into this love, that it supports you and it embraces you, and it is all around and within you. And feel the love. Be aware of the peace that love brings. Be aware of the light that love shines through, and just let yourself bask in it, float in it, fly in it, lay in it, relax and let go in it. And this is the place that we could rest for a moment, just in the quiet and the silence, just breathing and relaxing and letting go. And we could, after remaining here for a few minutes, we could just gently come out of the meditation. But rather than doing that today, let us continue in this space of peace and quiet and calm and love and light and relaxation. Continuing to breathe and continuing to feel supported and loved and embraced. And feel a protective golden light around you, embracing you, supporting you. And feel that you are in truth aligning yourself with your guides, with your teachers, with your angels, with the holy presence. And trust and know that you are being supported in cleansing and clearing and clarifying anything that may no longer serve you. And just continuing to relax and to let go, I'd like you to bring to mind one pattern, one behavior, one habit, one trigger that you have, a way that you always respond when something happens, when you hear something or see something or feel something, something that you're willing to just let go of. Could be something that you know has been there in your mind for a long time. It could be something that is just coming to your mind right now. A pattern or a behavior, a habit or a trigger. And as you have something, could be something that you think of as big and important, could be something that you think of as small and not important. But kind of put a bracket around it, a kind of a parenthesis around it, and set it off to the side of you so that you can come back to it when you're ready. It will still be there. And continuing to breathe and to relax and to let go. Now bring your attention to your heart space. Think about your heart. It's about the size of your fist, beating thousands of times a day. The first thing that showed life in you was this heart. Pumps and it beats oxygen around to your body and it carries waste to your lungs so that they can be expelled there. That's what it does physically, but spiritually, your heart is an organ of love. Your heart is where love lives, where it resides. If you want, you can put one or two hands on your heart space. You might feel it beating. You can be aware that this is the place that love lives in you. And this love loves to love. It loves to love you and to love everything you love. This love in your heart heals everything. This love in your heart reveals truth, absolute truth. Just let yourself rest in this heart space. Let yourself feel and be aware of the sense of the love and the light that is your heart. And allow your breathing to continue just to be soft and easy as you rest in this light, in this love of your heart. And be aware or imagine or pretend that you can be aware of the light and the love that is flowing through your heart and into your heart and from your heart, all around your heart, flowing into the all of you. And now, if you will, bring your attention back to that pattern or behavior, the habit or trigger that you put to the side. And with care and attention, I want you just to invite it into your awareness, back into your awareness. I want you to invite it and to be aware of it, fully expressing in your body, in your mind, in your emotions. And as you become aware of it, if you start to feel a little uncomfortable, don't shy away, don't back away, don't try to get rid of it, don't resist the energy, just be with it, just be with your awareness of this trigger, of this habit, of this pattern. And as you continue to breathe and to relax, I want you to be aware of some part or some place in or on your body that you are aware of this pattern. You're aware of this behavior, or this trigger, this habit. Someplace in or on your body or in or on your space somehow that you're aware of it. And place your attention on it right where it is. Continuing to breathe and to relax. Just pay attention to it like you're curious or you're kind of interested, or kind of like you might just look at maybe a child or maybe a little puppy or a kitten, and they're doing something that's kind of interesting, and you're interested and you're just being aware. And be aware if there's any color that's associated with this sensation. Be aware if there's a feeling that is smooth or bumpy or prickly or sticky, any kind of particular way that this sensation feels. Does it feel warm to you? Does it feel like it's freezing, boiling, lukewarm? Just be aware. Is there any movement? Is it rushing? Is it bubbling or darting? Is it stagnant? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel light? Does it feel sharp? Soft? Rigid? Stuck? Are you aware of any sound associated with it? Is there a smell or a taste associated with it? Just be curious. Just pay kind attention to it. Almost objective attention, but kind. Pay compassionate attention to it. Pay affirmative attention to whatever it is that you sense or feel or smell or know or imagine. This sensation in or on your body or in or on your space. And continue to breathe, to relax. And as you pay attention and as you continue to breathe and relax, just notice if there's any way that this sensation starts to shift or to change or to move or to morph into something else. It's all right if it does. It's all right if it doesn't. Just pay attention. And as you're paying attention, just allow for this sensation to dissipate, to evaporate, to melt. to absolve itself, to dissolve itself, to resolve itself. And as you are continuing to breathe and relax and pay attention, just decide if you want that you're ready to be complete with this pattern, to be done with this behavior, to replace this habit, to let go of this trigger, because it's no longer needed. And you can be grateful for the part that it's played in your awareness, for the part that it's played in this experience. You can be grateful for whatever the experience was, for whatever clarity might have come, for whatever you may have discovered or been aware of. And give it permission to go, for it to be free. It has served its purpose. And as that process is continuing, just bring your attention back to your heart space. The love and the light, the flow of love and light in your heart, from your heart out through your body, through your being. The light brilliant and gentle, nourishing and nurturing, loving and compassionate. And I'm going to make a couple of declarations. And I would like, as you hear these declarations, to allow them to be your declarations, to allow them to speak for you and through you. So take a deep abdominal breath, breathing in, filling up with air, and breathing out, letting the balloon empty of air, relaxing and letting go. As I declare for you and for me, I see, feel, hear, and know that I am choosing to release this pattern, this behavior, this habit, this trigger. I'm choosing to release it now and forever. I release any needs that it may have met or fulfilled. I let go of any unconscious needs that I wasn't aware that I had. I let go of the need to control. I let go of fear. I turn over any remaining concerns to the divine. I trust that all karma is now resolved and dissolved by grace. I declare that it is now done. It is now done. And as you breathe and relax and let go, Reestablish your attention in your heart space. And be aware of the flow of light and love there, radiating out throughout your whole being. Your heart and your space filling up with light, with love, in, through, and around all of you. Be aware of any openness or lightness or spaciousness that has been created in your heart and in yourself. And just rest in this light, in this peace, in this love. And feel gratitude for everything that has taken place. Be grateful for this experience of greater awareness, greater clarity, greater freedom, greater peace. And now bring your attention back to your breath, breathing deeply in a relaxed, smooth, and easy way. And you might want to just sigh to yourself. A sigh lets the body know that all is well. Feel yourself surrounded, continuing to be surrounded by love intelligence that recognizes you as its own. Pay loving attention to any sense of healing or clarifying, any sense of choice, any sense of truth. And very gently bring your awareness back to where you started the meditation in this service. And as you bring your awareness back, as you're ready, just very gently allow your eyes to open. And as you are ready, take whatever you have to write on. Just make note of anything that you might want to remember, anything that seemed kind of important, anything about the experience that was very different for you, anything that you saw or experienced in a different way or a new way. You might want to write, or you might want to draw, maybe if you saw a symbol or a sign of some kind. Just for a few moments. You might want to write in a kind of shorthand so that you could come back to this at another time when you have a little bit more time. You might want to explore more in your writing. But just for now, maybe something about the sensation, how it appeared, maybe about what that could mean to you. And I'd like you to just finish up now with just a shorthand few words, if you need to come back to it, so that we can be together. And what we would do in a circle with people in place, or if we were on Zoom, there could be a sharing about things that you felt or you heard or you saw, or all that you felt was just peace. You didn't really see or sense anything else, or that you actually fell asleep. Whatever it was that happened, whatever it was that you experienced was perfect for you for this time. So there's no judgment about, oh, all these things happened or nothing seemed to happen. Many times when we feel, even though we feel that nothing has happened, even if we've fallen asleep, our subconscious mind is very awake in our sleep. We do a lot of healing, a lot of revealing when we're not even aware of it. So something may occur to you tomorrow as a result of having this experience today, or sometime in the future. I've had that experience where I thought nothing happened. I just kind of saw this kind of blurry thing, and I found out years later that that blurry thing was a symbol of something very special and wonderful that I was aware of. So I invite you into a moment of prayer, moment of centering down. Again, you may enter into your heart, but we just bring our awareness. We recognize the presence of God, which is everywhere, which is always, which is here and now, right where and as we are. And the environment, the essence, the energy, the brilliance, the light that is divine, it expresses through and as who we are. We are an expression of this wondrous goodness, of this wholeness, of this perfection and completion, of this beauty, of this joy, of this harmony and peace, abundance and wholeness. This is who we are, what we are aligned with right here and right now, because we choose to be. And we allow ourselves to attune with this energy, this blessed energy that envelops and embraces us, that recognizes that we are it in expression. We give thanks for this miracle of recognition. We give thanks for our wondrous oneness with God, whatever we know God to be. We give thanks for our teachers and our guides and our angels that are with us always. We give thanks for the truth that is revealing itself through and as our life. We give thanks that somehow there are some things that we think that we can never get over. But somehow through God's grace, we get through. We move through into grace, into peace, into harmony. This is our truth. This is the kingdom revealed right here on earth through and as us, through our willingness, through our choosing. And in this space, we bless everybody. We bless everything. Yes, even the people and the things we think we hate. Anything that we bring affirmative, loving attention to transmutes into the tension we bring to it. And so we love. We let God love us. And we let God love others through us. Even though our personality might feel that that's impossible. God is more than the personality. God is the essence of truth, having its way right here and now, because we are willing to allow it. And so we give thanks. We let gratitude wash over us. Whatever we give thanks for, we multiply. So we give thanks for healing and health and for peace and for wholeness and for sufficiency and abundance, for kindness. We give thanks for the presence of the Christ within, the divine within. And we release this word even as we abide here in gratitude. We release the word to the activity of the law, and we know that it is done. It is done because we let it be so. As we say, and so it is. Amen. Mhm. Trust and know that that was beneficial for you. And I thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the opportunity to share and to support this ministry as you feel called to. That there is a gift in giving, and that it actually is through giving that we receive. And the truth is that the more we give, the more we have, because the universe is aware that we are giving and gives us more to give. And more than that, what we give returns to us multiplied. If we're giving love, we just get more love back. If we're giving other things, we get those other things back. So I thank you for your willingness to support in any way that works for you, in any way that you are able. I thank you for your prayers for this ministry. I thank you for sharing it with your friends, for sharing it on Facebook. I give thanks for you emailing me. If you have a prayer request, I invite you to email me at revgreta@me.com. If you're having a revelation or if you're experiencing a healing, I would love for you to email me and let me know at revgreta@me.com. As far as announcements for this week, I know that Ricky's devotional on Sundays is at Aziz Gallery in Leimert Park. And I believe that she starts at 11:30. She's there with her beautiful voice and her loving heart and her band in a beautiful art gallery. Aziz, if you're in LA, Aziz, Aziz. And I believe that Georgia Muldrow, Ricky's daughter, is having an art exhibit there. It's an art gallery. I think it's going to be next Sunday. So if you can go in person, wonderful. If not, you know she's on Facebook, she's on YouTube, and on her website. That's for today. For this week, if there's any place that you have like 5 minutes that you can just carve out a space and sit or lie down, relax and deep breathe, bring your attention to your heart, and just be there just for 5 minutes. You will be blessing yourself. If you, when you're done, you just give thanks and you get up and you go about your business, whatever it is. If you meditate pretty regularly, but you feel inclined to enrich your practice in one way, I invite you to do that. If you had a kind of experience in the guided meditation, you can email me to let me know what it was. You can just be aware of it in your everyday. Just be aware of any kind of a shift or any kind of a change in your experience of whatever it was that you put in a bracket and you let dissolve and disappear. I think that's it for now. I thank you so much for joining me for this. All of my services stay on Facebook. So if you want to go back and do this experience again, perhaps, I mean, even if you do the same thing, you're going to get a different result. Every time you open yourself to the infinite intelligence of God, something new presents itself. Some new opportunity comes. Some new blessing comes. So I'm in support of your spiritual growth and your development and of my own. And I bless you and I thank those of you that joined. Someone says that they dozed, which was nice. I'm so glad that you had a comfortable doze and something wonderful was happening even in the doze. So thank you all. Have a beautiful day and a wonderful life. I hope to see you next Sunday. Blessings. Bye for now.